as well. And our company, let alone myself, is super excited to see what we can do here. I think there's a lot of value and there's a lot of things we can do. So obviously would love to hear where we're at, what you need from us, and how we execute that from your perspective.
This is why I think that this is such a great little product, really, because it's an easy ad, and it's such an easy justification to do it to a well-diversified portfolio.
Yeah.
It's not going to work if you just hold them in commercial property and claimant. It's not going to work with that.
No.
With everything else, you've got diversification there to make it a real investment position. Yeah. So.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, that's brilliant, guys.
I need time, just a little more time. I need time.
Exciting news. After a 2-hour call with the broker, the investment platform, and the claimant team, it looks like we've got a deal and an agreement sorted, really. Massive for the company, massive for the progression in terms of availability to IFAs, high net worth individuals, wealth management companies, etc. And it's a deal that's worth multiple 7 figures, soon to be, potentially 8 figures by the middle of 2025. Huge milestone and a huge achievement for Claimant as a company and the team that we've built and the team that we've got. Hello everyone, I hope we are all doing good. Welcome back to another video, another week in the life of me running an investment fund. In the car today, hopefully you can hear me alright, because the rain is currently mental. I don't know if you can see from that. Crazy day and a crazier week so far, so let's go through it. So over the last 2 days we have had 5 investor meetings. Yesterday we had 3, or the day before yesterday we had 3. One with the investment platform, one with the broker, one with a wealth management guy that is helping us out. And then we've just heard back that they all want to have a meeting together, so we need to schedule that. We have successfully raised 1.5 million for a separate business venture. So we also had that follow-up meeting yesterday. So that's all going through, hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as all the legal stuff is legit and gets sorted. That's all good to go. So that's a huge milestone for me and Tom. A massive business opportunity. Hopefully going to make us a good amount of money and a very exciting adventure. In regards to the platform that we're signing up with and the broker, we've got a call scheduled for Monday with them so they can discuss the payment, the fees involved, how everything's going to work from a regulated standpoint. And then today we have just signed or just enrolled another client, high net worth individual, corporate client, into the Claimant Fund. So another big milestone for the business. So that meeting lasted just over an hour, I think it was. Very successful. Talk for a few different investment opportunities, businesses that they run, businesses that we run. Exciting conversations, good things happening for Claimant Capital. And like I say, a good chunk capital going into the fund as well, which is, of course, from a monetary standpoint and a business point of view, always very important. Before that meeting today, we had another meeting with a guy that is heavily known and very well known, if you could say famous, in the banking and investment industry, through one of our connections. So we had a Zoom call with him this morning, been involved in hedge funds, wealth management, family offices, a multitude of investment funds for 40, 50 years, managed over 300 million in just one of his funds that he mentioned to us. So yeah, a very successful guy in the industry that we work in. So yeah, a great connection to have, a great connection to have made, positive conversations. Whether any business comes from it or not, of course, who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. It's got to fit both parties. He's got to be right for us. And of course, what we offer has to be right for him. And if he can introduce us to some of his network and some of his connections, then that could also be great for the business. So yeah, we're still holding positions on GJ as well, on pound yen, which are floating at the moment about 1.6% in profit for the month at the minute. So yeah, all positive on the investing side of things. And yeah, crazy. It's coming up to 5 o'clock as I'm recording this, and it's the first time I've had a bit of time to sit down and obviously talk to you guys and let you know what has been going on this week. A lot of data work. We're just getting our corporate account set up with the broker. So we're going through that process at the moment as well, getting all the relevant investor packs and documents sent over to the investment platform for when we eventually sign up and enroll with them. So yeah, been a crazy week, but like I said at the start of the video, absolutely love it. Wouldn't change it for anything else. And I hope the busyness and the craziness and everything about it can continue. Another thing I wanted to quickly touch on as well, on our last video, there was a guy with some made up username, as they always are. He was like, how can you explain how you expect to make 30% per year when this and that, and these guys do this and these guys do that? First of all, fair point, fair comment. Second of all, we can explain it by data. Everything we do is backed by data. Everything we do is statistically proven with an edge. Like I say, we've got a 21 year track record. I've had family that have worked in investment banking for some of the top banks in the UK. And yeah, these hedge funds that you see, the big hedge funds, Renaissance, Menkind, Two Sigma, DW, DE Shaw, there's loads, right? And you look into them, they do these returns, they do them returns. These are the ones that you know about. I know of 4 or 5 other funds that do very similar to what we do and what we offer, that are offering very similar returns or even higher returns. Obviously, I'm not going to mention them because they're our competitors, and we have our own unique selling points that we can offer to clients, such as the 0% management fee, performance fee refund, and a no lock-in period. So clients are free to withdraw their capital and their money whenever they want. But it's important, just from a personal perspective, to remember, if you think like that and you think because these guys can only do this and these guys can only do that, and there's a few funds out there making 60-70% per year, but you're not them and you can't do that and you can't do this, then I feel a bit sorry for you, in a way that you're letting what other people have done in the past and what social media has told you as normal, or what you can do and what you can't do, affect your future business or your future outlook, right? What's to say that us or another of these investment funds can't go on to outperform Renaissance Technologies in the Medallion Fund. 50 years ago, no one thought Jim Simons or Warren Buffett or who else is there, Ray Dalio, could have done what they've ended up doing. Everyone has to start somewhere, and we're in a high risk, high reward business, right? Our fund could go to shit, right? We could have a terrible performance. We could lose our max amount of capital with our investors, which we've got a 30% max loss limit with our investor capital. That could happen. The fund could close down, right? The same as any business, whether you start a trade, whether you start a restaurant, whether you start a bar, whether you start a sports team. You invest a lot of money, you invest a lot of time to achieve something that you have a goal and you have set out to do, right? I've been in the markets for, as I've mentioned in previous videos, 7 years. I've been managing investor capital for over 2 years. This is the next stage in our journey and with the business. Of course, the same as any business, it could fail, right? The same as any risk or anything worth doing in life, you could fail at it. If it's not worth doing, if you can't fail at it, then realistically it's probably not worth doing. But yeah, to that guy with the made up username, you need to have a bit of a different outlook and a bit of a different perspective on what you can achieve and what is possible if you have a passion for an industry and you're good at what you do. I don't think you understand the amount of times that people have told me, Jay, you can't do that, you can't build this. Don't even start investing in the markets. Don't even start looking into that. Don't buy crypto. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's too risky. You'll fail. You'll do this. You'll do that. Family, friends, other personal networks. The amount of times I've been told that is, yeah, unbelievable. And just remember, if you had to listen to those people, if I'd had listened to those people every time they'd said something, I wouldn't have multiple 6 figures under management. I wouldn't have been full-time in trading and investing for nearly 3 years. I wouldn't have been able to go on 7 holidays last year, travel Vietnam for a month, do all these things that I've been able to do over the last few years. If I'd listened to these guys saying you can't do this and you can't do that. So I appreciate what you're saying. I completely understand where you're coming from. A lot of people think it can't be done, that it can be done, that you're never going to beat these guys. They've got all this. They've got all the infrastructure, the technology, the capital. We're at the beginning of our journey. We will get there one day, whether it takes 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, who knows. But like I say, from our perspective, we have proven results. We have proven data. We have all the infrastructure in place. We have a sales team in place. We have a relations team in place. We have a trading and investing team in place. We have guys that are experienced in wealth management that have managed trillions of dollars worth of capital that are helping us out with the business. So, yeah, I know a bit of a sidetrack, but if you're passionate about something and you believe that you can go far in it and that you can achieve something in that industry and you're good at what you do, then go for it. Don't hold back. Put everything you got into it, and you will reap the rewards.
I need time, just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time. I need time, just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time. Next to you. Skies looking clear for the night, set for 2. Gotta mix a Henny with the Sprite, set the mood, set the mood, set the mood, yeah, you're nice.
We have just received an invitation to something pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but we've been invited to the Global Wealth Tech Summit. Now, I've seen this before, I've heard about it before, Haven't looked too much into it. I know it's a pretty prestigious sort of event with top bankers, top traders, top banks and investment funds on the planet, really. If you have a look here, this is what it is. Yeah, some pretty big banks and investment institutions attend it. It's about £2,000 for a day to go there. And Clayman has received an invitation to go. For myself, and my business partner Tom is also going to be coming with me. Yeah, pretty cool. Like I say, Barclays, Bank of America, BlackRock, HSBC, Goldman Sachs is there, all the biggest banks on the planet, Citibank are going to be attending. It's a one-day event. It's not going to be, I doubt, anything business-wise from an investment point of view. I don't think it's going to be a place where we're going to attract investment into the Clayman Fund, but it's going to be an unbelievable networking opportunity. Meet some of the guys at the top of their game, and yeah, we're getting 2 free tickets to go. So yeah, pretty crazy moment, but really looking forward to it. And that is on the 6th of November, so in just under a month's time. Hopefully you guys can see, but it's quite an early start, 8 a.m. in London. So I'll be getting a hotel near the event, near where it is. Start with a networking breakfast, introduction conference, emerging trends, technologies in wealth management, presentations. We're not doing a presentation, but we'll definitely be attending all of them to listen to what the top guys have got to say in the industry. Networking break. Yeah, so it's just a full day of presentations, demo events, demos of the new technology involved, everything like that. Yeah, there's a long list of events and activities and speeches, presentations that are going to be happening. And then about 5 p.m, there is just over an hour of a networking event with drinks to end the day. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Crazy opportunity. Should be good.
Next to you.